Hi, I'm Demetrius Minor, and I'm the National Manager for Conservatives Concerned about the Death Penalty. Imagine this with me, a world of freedom, but you're not a part of it. A land full of opportunity, but you have no access to it. A nation that's full of liberty and justice, but yet you still feel imprisoned and caged. This is why Juneteenth is so essential to the teachings of our nation's history. Even though President Abraham Lincoln had issued the Emancipation Proclamation in January 1 of 1863, it was not until June 19th of 1865 when roughly 2,000 Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, to give the news to 250,000 enslaved Black Americans that they were free by executive decree. They were already free, but they didn't know it. Why? Because they simply were not told. Freedom is knowing that our God-given liberties will be preserved against government intrusion. But that isn't the case when it comes to the death penalty and the criminal justice system. And if all of us aren't free, none of us are free. Let's ask ourselves this pressing question. Is the American dream really a tenet of freedom if it isn't accessible to everyone? Am I really free if I'm not even aware of my own freedoms? We must become messengers of freedom, because there are some disturbing realities about our justice system that tells me that we're not really free. Did you know that the death penalty is a racially based component of our justice system? For example, in Louisiana, the odds of a death sentence are 97% higher for those whose victims were white versus Black. In California, those convicted of killing whites were 3 times more likely to receive the death penalty than those whose victims were Black. In North Carolina, that likelihood was 3.5 times. As I stand here on the grounds of Florida A&M University, an historical Black college and university known as a HBCU, I'm reminded of the necessity of education. Because education empowers. Education brings awareness. Education gives us freedom. Because the criminal legal system is made up of human beings, we leave decision makers to fall back on conscious or unconscious prejudices about who they think the worst offenders and most sympathetic victims are. As long as these scenarios are occurring, it's a stark reminder to us that we are not really free. Allow me to sound the alarm for those who are not aware. The criminal justice system is not our friend or ally. It serves as an antagonist to freedom and liberty. Just like those who were enslaved were not free until all of Black Americans had received the message of their emancipation, we are not free as long as the death penalty exists. I invite you to join our cause, which is to abolish the death penalty and to have a justice system that is centered on safety, healing, and accountability. For more information on how you can get involved, please go to www.conservativesconcerned.org.